tough start to the 2021 season for the Cougars, dropping their home opener, but a chance to bounce back this afternoon as the Long Beach City College Vikings invade the Cougar cage to take on College of the Canyons. Hi everybody, I'm Matt Robinson. Glad to have you along here with us once again on the Cougar Sports Network as we get you ready for more CCCAA women's volleyball action here from the Cougar cage. Well, it was a sloppy opening game for COC. They struggled a little bit on all facets of the ball, really. A number of what can amount to first game jitters, really. Not a lot of net violations, some attack errors, some communications errors for Clay Timmons' squad. But that said, still plenty of positives coming out of last night's game, despite the loss to a very good Irvine Valley College team who, remember, in 2019 was the state runner-up. So no shame in losing to that team. And like we said, a few positives came out of the night, plenty to work with and move forward with. Some of that came from the service line. Abby Sherman, Sabrina Svaven, and Caitlin Statlander, all very good from the back line last night. They had 9 aces combined as a squad, so something that certainly Clay Timmons would like to build on going further along. Did a good job defensively, especially at the net as well. Brianna Kelly, India Lewis, Caitlin Levy all did a good job at the net. They had 7 blocks total as a team. Levy and Lewis had 2 each. And I know you'd think 7 blocks, maybe not a high number, but first game, pretty good, all things considered. Still trying to clean some things up. They do need to do a little bit better job on the attack front. 39 kills, 21 errors on 123 attacks last night for the Cougars. So just a 14.6 attack percentage, something that they certainly would like to get better at. Some of that came out of a little bit of a rotation through the offense on the setter side, a number of different setters rotating in and out of the lineup. Cecilia Giovannini, one of them, kind of running in and out of the lineup. Caitlin Statlander doing the job as the setter as well a few times. So, you know, some different looks, some different variations, everybody just trying to get used to everybody else, and that'll certainly get better as things continue on. So you have to clean up those attacks. You can do a better job on the floor as well. Just 41 digs for the Cougars. Had some trouble handling last night against some very good swings off of a few of the Irvine Valley Lasers players, especially Jaleel Neely, who was impressive last night. But certainly things you can work on coming in, things you're happy about if you're Clay Timmons, and a chance to turn right back around and try and pick up a W on your home floor. It's going to be tough, though. They face a very good Long Beach squad who won last night in their home opener against San Diego Mesa College, who, by all accounts, a pretty good team in 2019 and should remain the same going into 2021. It's a pretty good start for head coach Tyler Jackson in her first season. She took over for volleyball legend Misty May Trainer, who has now moved into a higher position with Long Beach City College's volleyball program. So good start for Tyler Jackson, who also coaches the beach volleyball team. And part of the reason for that good start, the attack percentage was very good last night for Long Beach City College. 23.5% on the attack side, 49 kills, just 17 errors on 136 attacks. Narenzi Malala was very good with 13 kills. Geneva Toano was also very good, 10 kills. And that due in part to their setter, Charisma Oletia, who was very good, 29 assists. I'm working on the names, I promise we'll get to them. They were good on the floor as well, 61 digs as a roster. Elise Saunders, Lisbeth Lopez with 14 and 11 respectively. So lots to like if you're Tyler Jackson coming into today's game against a Cougar squad who, like we said, trying to bounce back. Should make for an interesting matchup. We'll have the rotations for you and the first serve when we come back here on the Cougar Sports Network. Welcome back in, 3C2A Volleyball here from the Cougar Cage, College of the Canyons and the Long Beach City College Vikings, as we are nearly ready to go. Vikings going with Lizbeth Lopez, Ebony Williams-Lowry, Geneva Tawano, Jennifer Lias, Khalees Saunders, Charisma Oletia, and Kennedy Freeman, as they're starting 7, but turns into 6, as Libero Lopez will stay in. For the Cougars, India Lewis, the middle blocker, who had a nice start the other day. Sabrina Spaven, who's the libero. Abby Sherman, Brianna Kelly, Cecilia Giovannini, the setter, Damani Harvey, and Jacqueline Ibarra. So Clay Timmons going with a little bit of the hot hand from each side. As Kelly had a solid game from the middle yesterday. Ibarra was good on the outside. Harvey was decent on the outside as well with 4 kills. India Lewis was the best with 11 from the inside yesterday. So wait for everybody to get their rotations set. Ready to go. Cougars will start things off, and it'll be Abby Sherman back to serve. She was very good from the line yesterday. Led the team with 5 aces. Long Beach will set near side, and right away, Saunders able to get one to roll in. Good start for Saunders, good start for Long Beach. And Saunders will step back to the service area. Cougars will come out and set Harvey right away, and she pounds one through the block. Good start for Harvey, who, as we said, had a decent night with 4 kills, struggled a little bit, had quite a few attack errors, hit balls long to the far side, had 8 errors in the game last night, but good to see her get off to a good start with an early kill. So then will be back to serve. So libero stays in. They'll serve onto the near side to Lias. Back row attack, rolling in, and will go. Back-to-back kills for Saunders. Certainly Clay Timmons not going to be happy with that start, especially off of a soft attack from Saunders from the back row. Cougars come right back and go to India Lewis on the inside, and she pounds it home. Her first kill of the match. Stadlander will check in and go back to the service area. Inside set kept up. So Williams-Lowry couldn't get it to go. Cougars almost have a miscommunication, but are able to get the ball over. They'll set Williams-Lowry again. That time she's stuffed, and it's going to be 4 touches against Long Beach. Good job by Lewis on the block. Her, Harvey, and Leby all were there. Cougars able to keep it up. They'll set Harvey, and she goes with the off speed and gets it to fall. Long Beach trying to clean things up here early as the Cougar block has done a good job, forcing the attack from Long Beach to go high each time so far. They'll try with the back row attack, and that one will fall. And it's Saunders once again. Third kill of the match for Saunders. Clay Timmons hollering at his lineup to be patient, especially when they're going to attack out of the back row. Cougars will attack with Harvey on the near side, and it's too much to handle for Lopez. So Harvey off to a good start with 3 kills. Much better looking start from the Cougars as compared to last night. Embleton back to serve. Inside set. Williams-Lowry couldn't get a good swing on it. Cougars will go back with an inside set of their own that's kept up on a nice dig. Free ball back over. It was Rapati who was able to keep it off the floor. Cougars get a kill off of an attack near the back side. As it was Statlander able to drive it home, and it brings us to a timeout. As Tyler Jackson says she wants to talk it over. And a good start for COC, a 6-3 advantage here early on for the Cougars. Here from the Cougar Cage on a Saturday afternoon for 3C2A Volleyball. Certainly like the start if you're Clay Timmons here today. Much better, looks much cleaner on the Cougars' end. Yesterday was a little sloppy early on. Especially looked a little more disjointed on the attack yesterday, but so far here today, much cleaner on the offensive side. With their rotation of setters all seeming more comfortable today. Cougars in their home blue uniforms, by the way. Long Beach in red on the right-hand side of the screen. As they'll set far side, or near side, excuse me, but it's kept up as Lias had a good swing, but in Cougars, and that was, we talked about looking disjointed on the offensive side. Looking a little disjointed on the defensive side there, just couldn't figure out how to keep the ball off the floor. It'll be Lias back to serve. She'll float in. Levy on the soft touch, kept up by Lopez. Back row attack doesn't fall. Cougars will get a chance here at another swing. Soft touch. And just dinking it home was Vargas. First kill of the match for Ariana Vargas, who had 3 last night. COC so far showing a good mix of off speed and power. As Lewis will float it in. Good dig by Statlander. Lewis is forced to just play it over. Quick attack from the setter, and it's 4 touches against COC. Good read by Oletia. She'll get credit with the kill. One-handed right-hand punch over the net. Something COC struggled against last night. Against Irvine Valley. Statlander did all she could to just bump it to where somebody could play it over, but then it was played long by Vargas. So 7-6 back to a 1-point game here in the first set, just underway from the Cougar Cage. College of the Canyons, Long Beach City College. Short serve, tough handle. Tough swing for Kelly kept up. But then the running attack from Saunders goes long. Side out for COC. Ibarra and Giovannini will check back in as Giovannini will go back to the service area. Floats long, Lopez handles, bump set. Saunders, soft touch, gets just over the tape. COC able to play it. Dug, and then stuffed right back over the net by Ibarra. Dig out of the back row by Elias, but it was too much to handle, and it came right back to Ibarra, who was able to stuff it right back down. One-handed attack by Oletia, does not get the touch. But it's a net violation against COC. And we saw that a lot last night. Quite a few net violations. I want to say it was upwards of 10 last night. Certainly don't like that there, as you had the opportunity to just pick up a point as Oletia played it long. She'll float it deep. Cougars will attack off the near side. Kind of a miss hit by Vargas, but it works. Her second kill, the Cougars back to a 3-point advantage. There's Abby Sherman back to the line, the freshman out of Valencia High School. Showed off some power last night as a mishandle off the serve. Bad pass from Kennedy Freeman. So Sherman will head right back to the line. Talking about she showed both the power serve and the float last night. There was the power. Tough set. And it ends up being a free play for COC here. That one blocked but kept up. The kill off the near side. As it was Giovannini with the kill that time from the attack line. So 12-7 lead here for the Cougars. Short serve off the tape. Dink shot doesn't go. Harvey will just have to bump it over. Oletia. And Lopez bump set. Cougars able to keep it up as a great diving dig by Sherman. It sets up Harvey, who powers it off the block. Starts with the dig by Abby Sherman. Good set by Giovannini off the bump set. And Harvey able to clean it up and finish it off. And it's a 13-7 lead here for the Cougars in the first set. We'll take a timeout here from the Cougar cage.
Ready, reset, and go.
We've got in-person and online classes this fall. Student parking is free and financial aid is available.
Fall registration is going on now, so get ready, reset, and go to canyons.edu/schedule to sign up for classes today. canyons.edu/schedule.
Sherman back to serve as we continue on here from the Cougar cage on the Cougar Sports Network. COC with a 13-7 lead over Long Beach City College. It's a much better start for Clay Timmons' roster as they've looked a little bit more connected here in their second game in as many nights. That time Sherman just sends it long, tried for power and just had too much behind it. So it'll be Clee Saunders back to serve here. had an ace yesterday. 25% from the line for Long Beach yesterday. She'll float in. Harvey, far side, no touch. As she went long. We saw that a little bit from Damani Harvey yesterday. Had trouble on the attack. Had a number of cross-court attacks that didn't work, as that went into the net. Couldn't get it to fall. Back set near side, Ibarra, no touch. Side out for Long Beach. Giovannini inside set and a lift called against the libero. Hit Svaven up in the chest and rolled down her arm. Not much she could do about that, as it was stuffed right back. Out of the middle by Williams-Lowry. And that one into the tape. Freeman gives the point right back. Another missed attack chance by Tauano. That one goes into the tape as well. So the Cougars back to a 5-point advantage here with Statlander back at the service line. Inside set, Williams-Lowry partially blocked. Cougars able to keep it up. Bump set, near side, Levy, but she drove it long. Damani Harvey yesterday, 4 kills, 8 errors on 18 attacks, was negative 22.2% on the attack side, but has been much better here today. Tough handle by Svaven, bump set, Levy. Levy will try and play it over, kept up. Now the back row attack doesn't go too long. Off the right arm of Saunders. Cougars will make some substitutions. Isabella Embleton will come back in to serve. Tough handle that time by Rapati. Didn't know if she wanted to let it go or play it. Decided to play it. Into the block from Vargas, but the Cougars keep it up. Lewis, soft touch. Kept in the air by Elias. Back row attack into the net. Long Beach keeps trying to go to Saunders in the back row. Haven't heard much from Jennifer Elias here early on. So those were the horses the other day for the Vikings. They're having some trouble just on the ball handling front here today, early on. Elias will get the set this time, blocked by Levy and Lewis. Cougars will set Vargas. Doesn't get it to go. Elias again, through the block, kept up. Good job by Embleton and Statlander. Williams-Lowry soft touch, kept in the air. Lewis will just play it over. Inside set, Williams-Lowry stuffed back, but kept off the floor. And bumped out by Long Beach. Good job on the defensive side by COC. Great digs by Embleton, Statlander, and then a block from Lewis on the inside set to Williams-Lowry that ultimately leads to the Cougar point. Lopez bump set, Elias just rolls it over the net. Cougars got a chance to attack here. Levy from just in front of the 10-meter line doesn't get a touch. 10-meter line, 10-foot line. Mixing my words together. 19-13 COC here in the first set. Elias will play it over. Statlander will try and set far side all the way across the net. It's a tough set to make. Cougars will get away with it as Long Beach never got a good attack, but then Cougars didn't get a good one right back on the other side. Lewis never even got a chance to jump. She just tried to force it over the net and put it right into the tape. Elias back to serve once again. Overhand handle. Levy powers through the block. She'd like to see Caitlin Levy get some more run. A little more comfortable. The transfer from Western New Mexico State, or Western New Mexico. No touch that time. The Cougars with a 21-14 advantage have extended the lead to 7 here in the first set. Changes coming. Saunders gonna sit down. She's had a tough run here in the first set. Mulala will come in to take over. They try to set Mulala. It gets over the net. It's a double touch. And actually a lift called against Levy. That's tough. It bounced on the top of the tape. Levy had initially gone up to block, and it kind of just bounced into her, and she did anything she could to try and keep it off the floor, and it just resulted into a lift. Cougars will set Levy, and she's able to poke it off the block. Side out for COC. Good job by Levy. Saw that she had a double on her and poked it hard into the left arm of Kennedy Freeman. Freeman just couldn't control it back into the floor. Mishandle by Long Beach here on the serve. Cougars tried to set inside to Kelly, but it was partially blocked. And Freeman able to drop it home. Just poked it to an empty corner. Like that if you're Clay Timmons, you had a free ball and you couldn't do anything to take advantage of it. Plays it in. Cougars will set near side to Vargas, but Aletia keeps it up. Back row attack for Elias, dug out. Cougars just have to play it back over as Faven able to keep it over. Back set, that time kept up by COC. Kelly on the inside, Lopez digs it out. Back row attack, that time works. Job by Aletia running the offense. Spread it around, had an overhead set to Tawano, then went to the backside a couple of times to Elias, and the second time worked. Aletia back to serve again. Tough handle that time by Embleton. Running shot from Ibarra just gets over, and it gives an attack chance. And a kill that time by Mulala. She drives it home, and that forces a timeout by Clay Timmons. Tyler Jackson has her squad turning things around, 22-18 here in the first set in favor of Canyons. As we'll step aside for just a moment. We stay on the Oletia serve here. Cougars will try and set Ibarra. Kept up, into the block and stuffed right back. Kelly was there, Vargas was there. Cougars will make some substitutions. Vargas will step back to the service area. One-handed set, running poke over the net by Freeman gives the Cougars a chance to attack, and Harvey drives it off the block, and the Cougars have set point. That was something yesterday. You could see Nathan Sparks on the bench yesterday talking to Damani Harvey a lot. Stop trying to go cross court. You have the line, take the line. Today she's done a much better job. Service error by Vargas. The Cougars will have a chance to attack for the first set. Lala back to serve here. Will float it deep, Harvey handles. Giovannini will set Harvey. No touch. That's a 4-point differential here in the first set. Set. Ibarra stuffed. Williams there, Lias there. Long Beach trying to close it back down. A couple more set points to work with here for COC as they remain on the attack. That one floated in, handled by Spaven. They'll set Harvey far side. Soft touch gets it to go. And the Cougars take the first set, 25-21. Here from the Cougar cage, we'll step aside. Second set action. We come back here from College of the Canyons.
Are you ready to continue your education? Maybe you're looking to reset and you need the skills to go back to work. College of the Canyons can help you get ready, reset, and go.
We've got in-person and online classes this fall. Student parking is free and financial aid is available.
Fall registration is going on now, so get ready, reset, and go to canyons.edu/schedule to sign up for classes today. canyons.edu/schedule.
So much better start this afternoon for College of the Canyons as they take the first set 25-21 over Long Beach City College. Damani Harvey was really the go-to Cougar in that first set. Looks like she cleaned up whatever was struggling for her yesterday, as she's done a nice job of mixing up where her attacks are going. You can tell Nathan Sparks, the offensive coordinator for the Cougars, has kind of helped clean that up, as well as Clay Timmons, head coach for COC. They did a much better job on the floor today as well. Stadlander, Embleton have had a few good digs. Svaven, the libero, has also done nicely. Haven't had the opportunity on the inside to create as much of an impact with India Lewis, but he'll take it right now, a 25-21 first set win for Tyler Jackson on the Long Beach side. She's got to be happy with some of what she saw as the team battled back in that first set, but a lot of errors, a lot of things they can clean up, and a lot of just disjointed attacks from Long Beach in that first set. Didn't have a lot of good opportunities early on. Started to find a little bit of a rhythm later as they started to feed Jennifer Lias a little bit more. Lee Saunders struggled through that first set. Will remain on the bench to start here in the second set. As Oletia will start things off here for Long Beach. Cougars will go to Kelly right away here in the first attack, but it's kept off the floor. Now they'll go to Harvey off the top of the block, kept up, joust at the net, won by Long Beach. It was Freeman there, able to stuff it over with the right hand. That one off the block and out. Harvey saw the double, but saw the double so close to the antenna, she knew if she put it in the right place, she could get it to land out of play. So 1-1 even here. Yesterday, COC, the only set they won, they had the first point of the set. They lost the other three. So see if that trend continues as they scored the first point here today in the first set, but in the second set, now trail 2-1. Sherman handles the first pass, but not cleanly, so COC will just have to play it over. Chance for Lias, near the antenna, gets it to go. Got the touch, as the block was just a little bit separated. And again, the Cougars just trouble with the ball handling. So 4-1 run here early on for the Vikings. Harvey handles inside set. And that time, Lewis left no doubt, able to drive it home. Good job by Giovannini to run the offense that time. She'll come off the floor along with Ibarra. Statlander back to serve. And a service ace for Statlander. As Malala tried to go down and handle it overhead, and it just dipped on her a little bit too low. Statlander had an ace yesterday, has one here today. And she'll run the offense. Levy, soft touch was too high in the air, easily handled. Lias now, kept up by Sherman. Bump set Levy. Soft touch kept off the floor again. And Long Beach mishandles. Harvey from the attack line. Couldn't get the roll shot to drop in. And then played long by the Vikings. As off the far side, it was Talano who couldn't get it to fall in. Saunders will check back in. Lala will check out. Statlander stays back to serve as it's 4-all here in the second set. Statlander plays it into the net. Kennedy Freeman back to serve, had 2 service aces yesterday. 50% from the back line. Punched, and a good job by Levy. That ball was way out in front of her, off of a tough set. She read it well, was able to run up and punch it through the block to earn the Cougars the point. Embleton will step back to the line this time. Floats it deep. Lias through the block. Cougars had the double there. Had the right 2 people in that spot. And Levy and Lewis, and could see right afterwards Levy pushing her hands forward saying, I didn't get my hands far enough over the net. So Long Beach catches a good break that time. Back in the lead by 1, and the Cougars catch a good break right back on the other side. Mishandles from Svaven, but Williams-Lowry didn't play it as cleanly as she would have liked, and it fell harmlessly to the floor on the Long Beach side. Tough serve, good handle. Lias off the near side, couldn't get it to fall. Cougars will set Vargas right into the block and stuffed right back. Williams-Lowry, one of the 2 there on the combo block, along with Ropati. And we continue to trade side outs. Joust at the net. Gonna be won by Long Beach. Right on top of the tape. Kelly went up, couldn't get it to go over. Believe it was Williams-Lowry on the Long Beach side that was able to get more on it to push it onto the COC side, and then a service ace by Lias off the top of the tape. Timmons comes walking out, says nothing we can do about that. Puts his hands up, says let's settle down. Lias right back to work. Be a missed attack chance for COC. They're going to get a point out of it anyway, though. Vargas just played it into a spot and it was mishandled by Long Beach. And Tyler Jackson on the other side just shaking her head, saying there's no reason that should have happened. Those are in a match the plays you have to take advantage of. For either side, really. Giovannini will serve it in play. Saunders partially blocked, kept in the air. Now Vargas unable to get it down as Lias dug it, and then attacks from the back row. One-handed dig by Svaven. They'll set Vargas, cross court, no. Attack from the back line doesn't fall for Long Beach. Now Ibarra, same thing. She was falling backwards and rolled it long. Oletia had to attack from behind the 3-meter line. They couldn't get it to fall, and Vargas had to attack from right in front of it and sent it long. Or excuse me, it was actually Ibarra. As Lewis floats it into the tape. Side out for Canyons. Harvey and Sherman will check back in. Sherman would like to get it going from the back line. As we said, yesterday was pretty solid with 5 aces. Tough handle that time for Long Beach, but they are able to get it as Lias from the 10-foot line just sent it into the back corner on the near side, where there was not a single blue jersey to be found. Inside, stuff block, right back. At Brianna Kelly by Kennedy Freeman. 4-point advantage here in the second set for Long Beach. Oletia that time, too much mustard on it, sends it long. Side out right back to COC. Slaven gives it right back on the other side as she tried to send it deep. Good job by the Vikings that time to back off and let it float long. Dug by Sherman on the serve. Not much Harvey could do from way back there. About 4 steps behind the attack line. And a timeout called by the Cougars as it's 14-9 in favor of the Vikings here in the second set. From the Cougar Cage on a Saturday afternoon here on the Canyon Sports Network. (14-9) Vikings here over the Cougars in this second set. COC with a 1-0 lead. Saunders sends it long. Got 30 feet to play with after you get it over the net. Saunders hit that about 33. Myers right back on the attack, does the same thing. She never really got a good jump at it. Back to a 3-point Long Beach advantage here. Statlander mishandle service ace. For Statlander. And a timeout on the floor called by Long Beach City College, 14-12 in favor of the Vikings here in the second set. So Cougars with a 1-0 lead, as we'll break once again and have continued second set action in just a moment.
Are you ready to continue your education? Maybe you're looking to reset and you need the skills to go back to work. College of the Canyons can help you get ready, reset, and go.
We've got in-person and online classes this fall. Student parking is free and financial aid is available.
Fall registration is going on now, so get ready, reset, and go to canyons.edu/schedule to sign up for classes today. canyons.edu/schedule.
(14-12) in favor of the Long Beach City College Vikings here in the second set. Statlander back at the service line for COC. Back set that time works. Tauano on the far side, able to drive it down. Tauano also one of the Vikings that had a good opening night against San Diego Mesa with 10 kills. That time she couldn't handle the solo block. Levy able to power it right through. Still a 2-point deficit here for COC. Embleton back to serve for the Cougars. And a service ace. Some good dip on that one from Embleton. And again, evens things up at 15. It was handled well by Saunders, but just the miscommunication from the Vikings is everybody kind of looked at each other like, who's got the second pass? Clean it up a little bit this time. Saunders just will play it over. Inside set, Lewis. And a net violation against Long Beach. And the Cougars have taken their first lead here in the second set, 16-15. Embleton floats it back in again. Off the top of the tape, dug out, but nowhere for anybody else to handle it. It's Tahano that will get the credit. Beach with 2 straight points has themselves right back in lead at 17-16 as that attack that time by Stadlander went long. Rapati will play it in. Stadlander will set Levy near side. Her soft touch was a little bit too much, kept up. Swing from Lias didn't go at the net. Touch by Long Beach, not 4 touches against COC due to the touch by Long Beach, so we continue on. Statlander inside set, Lewis, and she gets it. India Lewis starting to come alive. The Cougars with 11 kills last night, adding a couple blocks as well. As that time, the inside attack from Williams Lowry goes. And the Vikings regain a 1-point advantage here. Kelly couldn't get it to fall. Great dig by Rapati. Beach just had to play it over. Vargas, no. Handled by Lions. They'll set near side. Soft touch down the line. Good for Mulala. That one hit the antenna, and so that will not count. Vargas got it to go, but it hit the antenna, and Clay Timmons going to call a timeout. So 20-17 in favor of Long Beach City College, as they have pushed it back to a 3-point advantage here in this second set. Cougars have only led once here in the second set, 16-15, but 5-1 run for Long Beach has them closing in on evening this match at 1 set apiece. change here from the Cougars. Tyler Dobrowski coming in for the first time. Did not play at all yesterday. She was one of the leaders for COC last year, 5th on the team in total attacks, 6th on the team in kills. Gets her first attack of the year, had it blocked. Now Vargas blocked, but out. And the Cougars will get the point. Dobrowski will go back to serve here. Now she'll trade places with Cecilia Giovannini. Floated in long, quick attack, dug out, went right back over the net, punched off the tape, kept up, played back over. Back row attack, Lias. 4 touches against the Cougars. Now there's a discussion between the floor official and Clay Timmons here about some sort of attack. Maybe it was an illegal attack called against COC. So the officials will talk about it here. So nothing really amounts of it. Looks like everybody's happy with the conversation that resulted. And it'll be Long Beach back to serve. Lisbeth Lopez will float it short. Kelly on the first handle, soft touch, dug by Lopez. And a net violation against the Cougars. Lopez will float short again. Giovannini inside set, Kelly. Punched back over by Long Beach. They'll try Kelly again. Dug out again by Lias. At the tape, Kelly tries to knock it down, and a lift gonna be called against Long Beach. Kind of a sloppy point, but the Cougars will take it. Templeton will check out, Harvey back in. Vargas back to serve. Vargas long, Ropati a tough handle. Kelly at the net just had to push it over, and a net touch by Long Beach. So it's back to a 2-point differential here, 22-20, and a timeout called by the Vikings here in this second set, so things have tightened up. Second set continues to be close here. It's a good timeout by Tyler Jackson, as you don't want to let this get away from you, as you already trail 1-0. Had the lead up to as much as 5 at one point. But credit the Cougars, they've continued to stick around and have battled their way back into it a little bit here. So we'll stay with Vargas on the serve. Looks long, Lias handled it high. A attack from the 10-foot line doesn't fall. And then Harvey will play it off the block. On that far side, she's done much better off that left side of the floor today than she did yesterday. She's tried to play down the line a lot more, and it's worked. That one goes out. Nearly touched by Long Beach. It was a good spot from Vargas. And somehow, the quartet of Vikings that were all there were able to get their hands out of the way. It looked like everybody was going to play it. 23-21. Aletia to play it in. Harvey off the tape, off the antenna. The Vikings have set point. Vargas with the first handle. Harvey kept up, but it'll land out. And another kill for Harvey. Good initial dig, but the second pass just wasn't there for Long Beach. Then back to try and keep things alive here for the Cougars in the second set. She gets a one-handed dig. They'll set Harvey, soft touch, too high. Comes right back to the net. Harvey and Lewis both there. One of them got their hand on it. Not sure who. Both swung at about the same time, and they got it to fall. Cougars still alive here in the second set. Svaven back again. Inside set, soft touch, no dig that time. As diving to try and get to it was both Giovannini and Svaven, but it's a kill for Tauano, and it evens the matchup at one set apiece as Long Beach takes it 25-23. Take a break here on the Cougar Sports Network. Nearly ready for third set action here from the Cougar cage. COC and Long Beach City College tied at one set apiece. Cougars took the first set 25-21. Long Beach with the second set 25-23, so a pair of close sets from each side. Abby Sherman to lead things off here for the Cougars in the third set. Touched the top of the tape, made for a tough handle. It doesn't matter. Lala able to knock it down. Float long, Harvey with the handle. And miscommunication by COC, and it's a quick 2 sets to none lead here for Long Beach. Ibarra, no touch. Actually, they give the touch to Ibarra. Just caught the fingertips, gets the Cougars on the board here in the third set. Over violation on the net by COC. They touched the net as they had their hands over the net. Will go to Lewis on the inside, kept up, played over. Another chance on the attack for COC. Bump set. Slaven did not work for Ibarra. No touch that time. Side out Long Beach once again. So an early 4-1 run again for the Vikings, much like in set number 2. Now the Cougars will go back to Damani Harvey. Kind of go away from her at times. Trying to spread the ball around. It's understandable, trying to get Jacqueline Ibarra into the game, trying to get India Lewis back into rhythm. But Harvey's kind of had the hot hand today. I don't know why you wouldn't stay with her a little bit more. Long Beach stays with Lias, kept up, good dig by the Cougars, but Lias able to stuff it right back after it was played over. It's Harvey on the initial dig. Actually, I think it was Sherman on the initial dig and Harvey on the play over. Set far side. Dobrowski with her first kill of the match. Able to drive it off the block. It's Embleton back to serve. Handled by Elias. Back row attack, kept up. And Botello gets the credit for the kill. As she played it off the block and out. Back to 5-4 here early on. Williams-Lowry's soft touch doesn't work. Cougars will set. Botello in the hard push down to the backcourt works. It's even at 5-all here in this third set. Mishandle and a good serve by Embleton, and it's a service ace. Service line, or the attack line does not work. That one goes high in after the Cougars Put it onto the Long Beach side. Tough handle by Embleton. It's a free ball over. Aletia will set near side. Elias able to drive it home, evens it back up at 6. Botello off the block, no. Inside set for Williams-Lowry, kept up. Botello will just have to run and play it over. Bump set. Mulala able to get the touch and got it down inside the court anyway. And Long Beach back in the lead. Embleton overpass. Long Beach has to just play it back over. Inside set, Lewis achieves it back up at 7. Good job by Statlander to read the defense that time and just set India Lewis on the inside. From Lewis, and the Cougars back in the lead. That float serve with overhand spin on it. A tough handle for Jennifer Elias. And that forces a timeout from Tyler Jackson and the Long Beach City College Vikings. Cougars with an 8-7 lead here in the third set.
Are you ready to continue your education? Maybe you're looking to reset and you need the skills to go back to work. College of the Canyons can help you get ready, reset, and go.
We've got in-person and online classes this fall. Student parking is free and financial aid is available.
Fall registration is going on now, so get ready, reset, and go to canyons.edu/schedule to sign up for classes today. canyons.edu/schedule.
To 7 in favor of COC. Lewis back to the line once again. Continue on here, it's 8-all. Botello into the net, couldn't get it to fall. So 9-8 here in favor of Long Beach. Lewis will float it short. Statlander will set Botello on the far side. Tried for the power push attack, but then a net violation called as Botello ran into the net. A power tip attack that we've seen become the norm over the last few years. A lot of discussion about it during the Olympics this year. Botello that time just goes with straight power. Ariana Botello, the freshman out of Reseda, California. 5 kills last night, picks up another one here today. Cougars back within 1. A lot of discussion over the way that power tip operates. Whether it's a legal attack or an illegal attack, as Lopati gets the touch. Zubara mishit. An attack error by the Cougars. COC will send a bunch of subs onto the floor here. And actually it was a point for the Cougars. I think there might have been a net violation that I missed. So it's 11-10, so that's why the subs for COC here. And I'll bring Abby Sherman back to the service area as she waits on Nathan Sparks to give her the service call. Sends it in long. Soft touch doesn't work. Inside set to Kelly. She just had to push it to the back corner of the floor. Bad pass, free ball. Kelly this time will go with some power, and she evens it at 11. So we stay on the Abby Sherman serve here. Sends it hard and deep. Doesn't matter. It was a bad initial handle from Long Beach, but Cauano makes it work. The Vikings with a 12-11 lead. Inside set again for the Cougars. And again, Kelly drives it home. So Giovanni doing a good job. Connected with her center. Svaven will go back to the line. She'll float deep. Lewis on the initial handle. Cauano into the block. Lewis there to keep it in the air. Into the block again by Lewis. But Long Beach able to get it finally to go on just a little bit of a cut shot across the net. But the Cougars couldn't square up to block. Had a couple of blocks by India Lewis on the play. But Elizabeth Lopez, able to do a nice job to keep both of those in the air. And then a service ace from Kennedy Freeman. Abby Sherman flat-footed in the back row. Side set to Lewis. The power tip is not going to find the floor as it lands wide. And the Cougars going to make a substitution here. Leah Ravare going to come in for the first time to take over for India Lewis, as she's going to stop and talk to Nathan Sparks at the bench. Overpass by Svaven, and it results in a point for the Vikings. All of a sudden, Kennedy Freeman's serve causing problems for the Cougars here in this third set, as we're even at a set apiece. Cougars won the first set 25-21. Long Beach won the second set 25-23. They've got a 4-point lead here in the third set. Giovannini will set Harvey, stuffed right back by Williams-Lowry. And a timeout called by COC. 17-12 in favor of the Vikings. Just a moment ago after the stuff block by Amina Williams-Lowry. That got the Vikings pretty excited on the play. So we're back to work here, staying on the Kennedy Freeman serve. She'll send it deep. Svaven mishandled. Long Beach gets another point out of it. Giovannini went for the inside set. And Rivari just never got off the floor. Never even gave herself a chance to swing at it. So 7-point lead here for Long Beach in the third set. Overhand reception that time, handled. Played back over by Long Beach. Bump set, Harvey, soft touch, no. Freeman will set back. Just a free ball basically played over. Now Harvey again, this time went with power, but it caught part of the tape. Elias played it back. Good rally back and forward as we go. Ibarra gets the touch. Ibarra off the floor. Giovannini off the floor. Stadlander and Dobrowski back in. Stadlander plays it deep. Bump set by Lewis to Jennifer Elias, who drives it home. So 7-point advantage remains here for Long Beach. Dobrowski tried for the power tip down the line, didn't work. Elias then opts for the power swing. Crushes it around the block and in. Short serve, mishandled. Ropati stays back at the line, causing some problems for the Cougars here. Ropati that float, sent it to the near side corner. Cougars will set Dobrowski, but it's dug out. Now Ropati from the attack line just rolled it in. Cougars will try and set Dobrowski again. The power tip doesn't work. Free ball played over. Inside set. Rivari, never with a good swing. Just kind of poked at it. Sent it wide. Set Dobrowski off the tape. Now Elias into the block, kept up. Dump attack didn't go, stuffed right back. That time by Dobrowski, right at the net, as it was Oleptia trying to catch the defense sleeping, but did not work. Embleton back to serve. Waits for the call from Nathan Sparks. Long Beach able to work the cut shot across. And they've got a 10-point advantage here. Plenty of set points to operate with as they're 24. The Cougars just at 14. Botello just has to play it in. Lopez keeps it in the air. Soft touch didn't work for Lions. Cougars will set Botello, no. Olala off the block and down, and Long Beach has a 2-1 lead. A 25-14 third set victory for the Vikings. We'll have the fourth set when we come back here on the Cougar Sports Network.
Are you ready to continue your education? Maybe you're looking to reset and you need the skills to go back to work. College of the Canyons can help you get ready, reset, and go.
We've got in-person and online classes this fall. Student parking is free and financial aid is available.
Fall registration is going on now, so get ready, reset, and go to canyons.edu/schedule to sign up for classes today. canyons.edu/schedule.
We head to the fourth set here. Cougars trailing 2-1. After Long Beach pulled away in that third set with a 25-14 win. Elias starts the Vikings in this fourth set right where they left off. And Long Beach gives the point right back. Change in the libero for COC. Isabella Embleton now in the white jersey for the Cougars. Molala off the near side, powers it through the block. And she'll head back to the service line. Serve just a touch too long. And so we trade back and forward here in the fourth set. Caitlin Levy coming back in. She hasn't seen much action since the first set. Melissa Alcaraz checking in for the first time to serve here in the fourth set. Cougars making some adjustments on the fly. As Alcaraz off the tape. Tough handle by Mulala. Inside set to Tauano, and she's able to drive it home. Sherman with the first pass. They'll set Levy into the block. Bump set this time. Harvey on the near side. Blocked and kept off the floor. Now To'anu down the line. Got the touch. Deep set that time to try and get Levy going, but she couldn't get a good swing on it. And this time Elias off the near side. Long Beach starting to roll here in the fourth set. Cougars having some trouble here to start. Short set. And then Williams-Lowry on the inside for the Vikings. Puts it to the floor. Again, another new setter in there for the Cougars in Alcaraz. Mishandled by Embleton. And Sherman just has to play it over. So it's a free ball for Long Beach. Tauanu into the block, kept up. Back row attack into the block, played over. Harvey tried for the soft touch, kept off the floor. Running attack from Elias didn't work. Kind of a slide play that wasn't designed initially as a slide play. And it results in a Cougar point. So it's 6-3 here in favor of the Vikings. Spaven back to serve. Overpass at the net, touched back over. And a violation by Long Beach. The Cougars back within 2 here. Then back to serve once again. Plays it long. Lisbeth Lopez on the initial handle. Tauanu, soft touch, didn't go. Bump set, Botello. Gets it to fall. Spaven serve. Cougars starting to clean things up a little bit. Levy from the attack line. Couldn't get it to fall. Williams-Lowry off the inside. Kept up by Spaven. Now Levy. Dug out. Elias, no touch. Long. Cougars have tied it up at 6. Serve an overpass. Botello drives it right back to the floor. And the Cougars with a 7-5 advantage. Taking their first lead of the fourth set and a timeout called by the Vikings. 7-6 here in the fourth set. 2-1 in favor of Long Beach on the Cougars Sports Network. So 7-6 Cougar lead here. All coming back on the Spaven serve. And she remains back at the line. She'll float it long. Mishandle by Williams after a tough pass from Mulala. Spaven will remain back at the service area. And Taano breaks a run for the Cougars. Controlled little dink shot that falls in. Botello handles the first. And Levy off the block, falling away off her right foot. Swings and was able to get it off the outside of the outstretched arms of the Long Beach blockers. Get the side out for the Cougars. India Lewis back to serve. That little diving serve that she has makes for a tough handle, but Long Beach does a good job to clean it up and eventually get it into the hands of Jennifer Lias, who able to drive it home. Lias out of San Gabriel Academy in San Gabriel, California. Just a freshman. He sends it long, but showing plenty of promise so far this year. Giovannini back in to serve. Jacqueline Ibarra, Brianna Kelly also back in there. Now there's a question about the rotation on the far side. Bad first handle. So ball handling error for Long Beach. The Cougars have their largest lead here of the fourth set at 11-8 and a timeout on the floor. So the service line doing its damage for COC, much like last night. Largest lead here of the fourth set for the Cougars, as they look to try and even this matchup at 2 sets apiece. More 3C2A volleyball action for you next week on Friday here from the Cougar Cage. College of the Canyons. Back in action once again, hosting Mira Costa on Friday, September 3rd, before heading back out on the road for the first time this year. Place they're familiar with. Last year, essentially, they played every game as a road game, even though some of those road games were just down the street at the Masters University. Nice of them to allow College of the Canyons to operate out of the gym while the Cougar Cage was refurbished. And this year we get to come back home, and it looks great in here. Start for the 2021 season. That time, Giovannini sends it long. She gives the point to Long Beach. Lopez in to serve, will send it short. Botello off the block. Cougars will try again. This time Ibarra dug out by Lopez. Back row attack by Elias doesn't fall. Slaven will set Botello. Blocked and falls to the Cougars' side of the net. The block by Kennedy Freeman that time. Botello gets payback that time, able to get it to fall as she went cross court off the block and down. Sherman back to serve here. 12-10 in favor of the Cougars here in the fourth set. Sherman will drive it deep. Kept up and played over by Long Beach. Cougars will get an attack here, and Kelly will get it to go. All starts with the Sherman serve that time. It's tough to handle for Ropati. And Molala that were both over there. Resulted in a free ball, and the Cougars push the lead back up to 3 as Lee Saunders checks back in. That one touched the top of the tape. Saunders tries to attack from the near side, couldn't get it to go. Now Harvey kept up. Will set Saunders, power tip, no. Now a back row attack, dug out by Harvey. Free ball has to be played over by COC. Inside set to Freeman, dug out. Now Ibarra, partially blocked. Kept off the floor. Back and forward we go. Kelly off the inside. Kept off the floor. And then played over. The power tip works that time for Saunders. Back in. Valencia plays it in. Kelly right into the block, but out as Freeman just had too much on it. Freeman got all of it, but didn't get it to fall back down to the floor. Freeman never got a chance to get set to go after that attack, as Olentia didn't get it high enough in the air to give her a chance. And the Cougars with their largest lead here, the fourth set, 15-11. Bad handle on the first pass by Saunders results in a free ball. Harvey got a touch. 5-point lead for the Cougars here. Juliao checking in. Olieta coming out. Overpass. Harvey drives it down. Six-point advantage. And another substitution. Mulala coming in. Saunders coming back off the floor. And there's a wet spot on the floor that Long Beach trying to clean up here. Embleton will stay back at the service area. Sends it deep. Inside set. And Talano able to get it to fall. Didn't get a lot behind it, but got it to a space that nobody was in. Lala able to serve, but missed it by about 6 feet wide on the far side. And it's side out for COC. We'll get substitutions here. Ibarra and Giovannini off the floor. Sherman and Levy back in. That's Lias. Net touch on Lias. A 7-point advantage here for COC in the fourth set, trying to extend it to a fifth. Alcaraz plays it in. Tiano blocked, joust at the net. Went over to the COC side, just bad luck for the Cougars. An attack chance, blocked. Free ball, played over. Harvey with the first handle, one-handed set. Cougars just give a point away there as they had a good chance. A little bit of an overpass by Harvey. And Alcaraz, who's in there as the setter, never got off the floor to try and set it with one hand, was maybe afraid of a block at the net. So it's a point for Long Beach. Another one-handed set, and that one is a lift. It's tough to control that one-handed set, especially if you don't do it often. They set Levy. Dug by Freeman. Talano off the block. And Long Beach has closed the gap. And I believe Clay Timmons is going to try and stop the chase right there. 19-15 in favor of the Cougars here in the fourth set. We'll put down the mic and continue fourth set action in just a moment here on the Cougar Sports Network. So it'll be Kennedy Freeman back to serve here. And she sends it long. Botello and Spaven back in for the Cougars. Overpass, Lewis didn't get it down to the floor. And Lias able to clean it up. Four-point lead for COC here in the fourth set, trying to set it to a fifth and final set. Inside set to Lewis, and she missed it. Never got a good piece of it. So Ropati back to the line. Will float it deep. Levy powers it through the block. Swing from Caitlin Levy. And we'll send India Lewis back to the line. Cougars get a chance to attack here, but instead they just have to play a free ball over. Dug out, was a tough ball to handle. And the Cougars will get a chance right back. Kelly, good vision, soft touch on the cut shot goes. Floated short by Lewis. Dump play didn't work. Power tip, no. Another dump attack, and it does not go. Back to back by Liao to try and dump the ball over the net and catch COC sleeping. Of course, she hasn't had much run today. It's been pretty much Liao the whole time running the offense, but Liao getting the chance here. Lias, overhand pass from Lewis doesn't work. Lewis comes off the floor. She knew it right away. It was a ball that she probably should have handled underhand, but live and you learn, and we move on. 23-18. Tough set for anybody to handle by Statlander. Williams-Lowry was blocked. Cougars will get a chance here to run the offense. And Levy gets the touch on the tip down the line. And the Cougars serving for the set here to try and extend it to a fifth set. They'll send Giovannini back onto the floor, along with Jacqueline Ibarra. Cecilia back at the back line has done a better job today, and right as we say that, she sends them all. Short serve by Lopez. They'll set Ibarra. Dug out by Lopez. Lias from the back row. They wanted to set Botello, and it was a bad set by Giovannini, and she knew it right away. Clay Timmons came off the bench and said, just set a hittable ball. That's all we want right here. The Cougars still with set points to work with. Lewis, the overhead handle. Ibarra with the swing, no. Back row attack. Cougars get a chance here again. Kelly inside, and she just pounds it off the block of Freeman and out. Cougars have even did it 2 sets apiece. We'll head to a fifth and final set here from the Cougar cage when we come back here on the Cougar Sports Network.
Are you ready to continue your education? Maybe you're looking to reset and you need the skills to go back to work. College of the Canyons can help you get ready, reset, and go.
We've got in-person and online classes this fall. Student parking is free and financial aid is available.
Fall registration is going on now, so get ready, reset, and go to canyons.edu/schedule to sign up for classes today. canyons.edu/schedule.
So the fifth set we go. First to 15, must win by 2. It's been a pretty back and forward affair so far. Waiting on rotations to be confirmed. Long Beach to serve here to start. Tuliao will get us going. She'll float deep. A bad initial handle by the libero, Embleton. Service error right back to even things back up at 1. Embleton back out to serve. Good serve, but Mulala able to play it off the block. She'll step back to serve. And she'll serve it long, so we trade points back and forward. 2-2 here in the fourth, or the fifth set. 2 sets apiece off each side. Celestial Ropati back in to take over from Mulala here. Cougars will sub out Ibarra and Giovannini for Levy and Statlander. This was the lineup that extended the Cougar lead in that fourth set. Statlander gets the service ace off the tape. Elizabeth Lopez thought for a moment that she had saved it. Just touched the floor. It doesn't matter. Kennedy Freeman back on the other side. It's the side out for Long Beach. Cougars just again not in the right place to handle. Got a little out of their spots. Freeman will send it in. Harvey handles the first pass. Bump set. Leby with the attack. Kept up after it was pushed back over the net. Now Harvey sent it deep. Now Ano able to get it to fall. It's the prettiest looking swing, but it functioned. Kind of had to cut across over the top of her head to get anything on it, but she got plenty of pace on it to get it to fall in. Sherman on the first handle, bump set. Leby didn't get a good swing at it. Now Elias, no. Stadlander will set Leby again, that time blocked, punched over. Bad set that time from Statlander. Long Beach with a 5-3 advantage. Sherman on the first pass. They set Harvey, and she's able to get it through the block. As they tried for the double with both Elias and Talano up there, but neither could get a clean hand on it. So then back to serve. Cougars trailing by 1, 5-4 for the Vikings right now here in the fifth set. Make it 6 as a service error. Never like to see that. Here's Maletia back to serve now. As she checks back in. Botello on the first handle. They'll set Botello. Power tip to the back line. Doesn't work. Inside set Williams. Lowry, no touch. Get an India Lewis serve here. 6-5 Long Beach. Lewis short. Quick attack, kept up. Good job by the Cougars. Doesn't matter though, Long Beach able to set inside to Williams Lowry. Cougars could never really get themselves back into position. Long Beach back with a 2-point advantage here. 7-5 Vikings. Remember, we played a 15 here in the 5th set. Elias, short serve, mishandled. And now some separation here for Long Beach. And a timeout by Clay Timmons. 8-5 in favor of the Vikings. As they've started to gain some separation off some poor passing from COC. Remember, the Cougars have trailed in every set but the first set. Trailed 5-1 in both the second and the third set. Trailed 5-2 in the fourth set. Eventually were able to come back and power their way to a win, but trailing by 3 in this shortened set. Must get something going quick here as you trail 8-5. Back to serve. We'll send it deep. Another bad first pass by the Cougars, and they just have to play a free ball over. And a roll shot from Mulala makes it a 4-point advantage. Elias will set middle this time. The Cougars to reset here. The ball rolled out onto the floor. One of the ball handlers lost control. Spaven will handle. They'll set Levy. Long, no, did not get the back line. 5-point advantage here for Long Beach. Stadlander will set Botello, trying for the power tip. Now Mulala powers through the block. And Long Beach rolling. Nothing run out of the timeout. The Cougars will set Botello. Dug out Lopez. Dump attack doesn't work. Lopez, Mulala, soft touch kept up. Stadlander will set Levy, and she had no choice but to just poke it over. Elias from the back row. Statlander pushed it to the back corner, kept up. Good rally, and it's finished off by Mulala. 4-0 run out of the timeout. Clay Timmons gonna call for a rotation here. And he's gonna take Levy out, bring in Aubrey Oddish. So it really just leaves two attackers on the floor for the Cougars. They set Botello. She doesn't get a good swing at it. Inside set Williams. Lowry kept in the air. Botello into the block. She'll try again. We'll see who they set this time, and it's going to be Botello, and she just has to play it over. Mulala with the errant swing. Breaks a 4-0 run. And now the Cougars will make some substitutions. See Ibarra back out there along with Giovannini here. Mulala into the block, but it came right to Williams-Lowry, who drives it to the floor. Long Beach closing in on a win. 2 more to get there. Lopez off the tape. Cougars won't even get an attack out of it. Kennedy Freeman off the inside, somehow kept in the air by COC. Mulala near side, no. Freeman put back, kept up. And Ibarra just has to play it over. Strong side attack, power tip, Mulala, no. Back row attack, Lias, and it works. They tried everything, did the Vikings that time. Power tips. Near side attacks. Back row attack is the one that finally gets it done. And it's match point here for the Vikings. Lopez will try and serve for it. Floats it into the tape. So now Long Beach will have an attack for it. They lead by 7. Abby Sherman will try and put the Cougars on a run here. It's going to need to be a big run. Dump attack, no. Giovannini inside, Kelly. Back over on an overpass. Now Harvey blocked. Ibarra, no. Inside set, Freeman, and that's it. Long Beach able to take it. They win it 3-2 in a 5-set match. Back and forward we went, but Long Beach pulling away in the 5th set. They win it 15-17. And take a 3-2 win, improve to 2-0 on the year. The Cougars drop back-to-back games at home here from the Cougar cage, so a rough homecoming for COC. Take the week off. They'll come back next week on Friday against Miracosta here on the Cougar Sports Network. We'll have it for you. A 2 o'clock game. We'll be back on at about 1:15. Thank you for joining us here today. I'm Matt Robinson. Have a great rest of your Saturday. We'll see you next time here on the Cougar Sports Network.